Hey there, Jerry here. Well, this is going to be a little different than some of the videos you may have seen from me in recent months. If you've taken the time to watch my videos, thank you. There's usually a message, a faith-based message, tied to Scripture. May get around to that, but the intent of this video is very, very different. So, you may or may not be aware that my full-time vocation is ministry. And Ramona and I have been blessed with a ministry in downtown Green Bay. I'm also pastoral intern at Oak Brook Church in De Pere. I preach there once a month. But my day job, if you will, is a ministry in the Seymour Park, Tank, Fort Howard neighborhoods. And then, that's kind of the concentric center circle and then out from there. So, that's my full-time job. This week I started a part-time job, which goes like this with my full-time job. I'm a crossing guard for the city of Green Bay. I did that because I was able to get a location in the direct areas that we're serving. In fact, I'm just a couple of blocks, no, I'm not, I'm about a half a block from the office that I have there. So I want to tell you about my first couple of days on the job. In fact, the very first time I crossed two young girls across a very busy street. My goal here is not to preach, it is to teach. Now, I understand that the school year is starting when we come to think of the end of the school year, spring fever, all of that. And drivers aren't used to seeing kids crossing the street or a crossing guard crossing them. So yesterday, am crossing two girls. It's across Ashland Avenue in Green Bay. It is the first time, actually, that I've crossed kids the other way, but across busy Ashland. In that very first crossing, there were two incidents. One is a guy making a right turn into where the girls were crossing, never saw me, never saw this, okay? I know it's backwards to you, but you know what it is, okay? He didn't see that. Then all of a sudden he sees me. And he freaks out and he goes across, or he would have hit them. Moments after that episode, a woman, I'm still like this, right? A woman goes through and the girls are not to the curb yet. Now, my first inclination was anger because I'm a human being. Hey, I'm trying to alert them, don't do that. I didn't yell in anger, but hey, you can't be doing that. Afterwards, I got angry, and then I realized that's dumb, and that isn't what Christ calls me to do. Christ calls me to do this, to do something about the situation. Now, I don't know if they're ever going to watch this, but the more people that I make aware of this, I think the better. So here are some basic facts. This is a traffic signal. It's a traffic signal just as if it were in the ground, okay? You need to understand that. And it carries the consequences of not obeying it, all right? It is a valid traffic signal for as long as I'm holding it upright. When I put it down, you see how it stops flashing? When it's up, you stop. And you stay stopped until I start doing this as I get out of the crosswalk. The whole time. Now, I do understand how hard that can be for some people. The two people, yes, and the one guy, by the way, that was making the right turn, he felt awful. He mouthed, and went through the intersection away from the girls. The other woman knew exactly what she was doing. This isn't about me. This is about kids getting to school and home alive and unharmed. I remember that the days when where I had to be was the most important thing in the world. And I don't know why there has to be all these other annoying cars on the road when I need to get where I'm going. I get that. But I'm asking you to internalize this. In that 30 seconds or so that I'm crossing children, I am responsible for their safety. And it's a helpless feeling to be in the middle of the intersection where I'm supposed to stand with this in the middle of the intersection while they cross. And they're, over there, I can't dive and rescue them. They're somebody's children. Maybe you have children. Maybe you had children. This is life and death. Crossing guard isn't some dork in a yellow vest with a sign because they have nothing better to do. Now, for me, it's an extension of the ministry. For other people, maybe retired, maybe not, it might be a little extra cash, but I'm telling you, for the most part, it's because they love kids and they care about kids, and I know you do too, and I'm pretty sure the two people in that car do. But a part of our brain takes over. I gotta get where I'm going. And I really marveled yesterday afternoon when I crossed those same girls' back, without incident, by the way. The speed at which, and by the way, I'm not casting the first stone here. The speed at which people are going. I mean, in some cases, it's got to be 45, 50 miles an hour, if not faster. School is back in session. We are all precious children of God, but physical children need protection. Please share this with others. 2 days on the job, and I had 2 incidents. Kids get hit, kids get hurt, and kids can get killed. Please bear that in mind the next time you see a crosswalk, if not even a crossing guard. I love those kids even though I don't know their names, and I know in your heart you do too. So remember that when you're behind the wheel, and please share this with others. God bless.